Hi, everybody. It is the good old Granger softball field here at Granger, Ohio. Of course, excuse me, folks. That's a way to start off a live stream. The good guys have the Brecksville-Broadview Heights Bees today. It's been a bit of a struggle for us so far this season, sitting at a 2-7 record. I was talking to Coach Grissom of the baseball team. Now, this is what he said. He told me that Brecksville has a star player that's very good at what she does. He doesn't know who she is, but he did tell me that she's been doing a dandy. We'll probably know who it is soon. The guy's ready to take the field. Excuse me, fool. There we go. Got to pick up a much-needed win out here over a tough school like those rough and tough Brecksville-Broadview Heights Bees. You right, folks? Hope you are. Tommy Maroon here for WHBW. Hit the like button, subscribe button, bell icon. Tomorrow will be women's lacrosse at Baldwin Wallace, followed by BW softball. And if there's a Highland baseball game, I'll take over as another game as well. I don't know if we're going to play on Good Friday tomorrow, but I do know that it should be entertaining nonetheless, whether or not we play or not. Hope you're going to enjoy your Easter weekend, folks. I know I, for one, will. And we're trying to pick up a big win. Now, yesterday we were here at Talmadge, and we got shellacked 20-6. Scary part was that it went into extras. And then they had that baseball kind of line, I guess, against the Devils. Of course, that's where Lexi Gray played. Of course, Lexi does a good job on the BW softball team. Number 25 in the country, may I say? Leading off, number 14, Gianna Dasenbrook. As we will have Katie Grimes working the circle today. What does her defense look like? It looks pretty similar to what it usually looks like. Paige Kramer at first. At second, that would be Riley Hogue. At third, Kylie Martin. Short, Alexis Much. Left field, that's Kate Murray. Center, Lily Horton. Right field, Rissa Murdy. Once again, it's Dasenbrook leading off. Dasenbrook, I beg your pardon. Here we go. Hornets Bees. First pitch misses low. Great to have you aboard on this chilly, not chilly, but finally warm Thursday afternoon. Time manager play-by-play now. So we're ready to begin. 1-0. There we go. 1-1. Good guys having a phenomenal time out here, but not record-wise. And when I mean phenomenal time, we're having a lot of fun this season, despite a 2-7 record. Jack swing, base hit, center field. Could be another one of those games. I don't know. I know it's early to overreact, folks, but still. Number 6, that'll be Gianna Roth. Dasenbrook at first. Brecksville 6-1 once again on the season. There's a roll right back to the circle. Katie, gotta hurry. And just got her. Good stretch by Paige Kramer to get that first out. That wasn't easy. No, sir. Kaya Law is up. Kaya's number 16. She's the stop. We're trying to hand Brecksville their second loss of the season. That won't be easy, as we know by now. First pitch. And that one's out to deep left center field, but it's caught. Good job by Lloyd to secure that. And with 2 gone, really fast, I ought to say. I might as well say it's Rowan Walker to the plate. Rowan Walker. Walker is going to be in the circle today for those Brecksville-Broadview Heights Bees to help out her own cause out here. First pitch, here it comes. Foul tipped at 0-1. In and out of the glove of Elsa, who of course is catching. Okay, possibly forgot to mention also Reedy's name. When bringing up the defense, I apologize. I won't apologize for it if Katie Grimes gets the third out, which might happen here. Good fielding, good throw, good out. That was Kylie Martin on the play. And so the leadoff single will not come to hurt us. As the good guys are ready to make some noise out here against the Brecksville-Broadview Heights Bees. Has not been an easy season for us, but a win over Brecksville could change our fortunes in the future. Our lineup consists of Alexis Much, Riley Hogue, Elsa Reedy, Lily Horton, Kylie Martin, Michaela Euler, our DP, and Kate Murray, who is out at left. Paige Kramer at first, and Arissa Murray, who is at right. Once again, in the circle, that's Ron Walker. Catching for her is number 9. That's Belle Guzowski. And at first, that would be Tess Kaza. And at second base, that would be Bridget Foley. And at third, that is Yana Roth. That's short Kaya Law. That would be number 1, Cameron Bibbo. At center, that's Jana Dennisonbrook. And at right field, number 12, Cassie Costin. So it's time to play once again, and time for us to hit, I ought to say. Got the softballs in as Alexis going to kick things off for the Black and Green Brigade. Beautiful Thursday. Finally can say that. I know, I don't believe it. I see cross action off screen to my right. Alexis kicking things off for the good guys. First pitch coming up. Alexis Much. With the strikeout 1. Just like to say, only 2 wins. We covered one of those wins. St. Vincent St. Mary. Forget who the other one was too. It skips my memory. It's St. Emily beat here. It's 0-2 now to Alexis. Women-wise, it's been tough sledding. 7 losses for the good guys. Definitely not what you expect out of the Black and Green Brigade, especially this year. I mean, this year we've had a lot of great talent in every sport essentials. Alexis is going to ground one off the glove of the second baseman. That'll be an error, of course. As Bridget Foley could not do a thing about that. All right. Riley Hogue is up, the second baseman. What will Riley do here? Does she dare bunt? Yes, she does, and she went around 0-1. You saw the first baseman and third baseman charge in. Weather going to be in the 60s once again, so finally good weather for the first time in a long time. Hopefully it's here to stay all summer and for the rest of spring. 0-1, bunting again, pops it up. That one is over the cage. Obviously, Riley cannot bunt now, otherwise it'd be strike 3 if it's foul. You could bunt with 2 strikes, it's just obviously not a smart idea. I think it's honestly kind of a dumb idea. 0-2. Well, Weber ready. Weber with Alexis at first. Let's throw to go. Hot foul, heads up. That goes right there. Looks like number 25 whistle will get it. Yep, she did. So it's still 2 strikes to Riley. Rowan Weber, indeed, the pitcher, and she fires her first ball of the day as Alexis steals second. There we go. There we go. Good day out here in Granger once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We have a shot making it 1-zip. Here comes the pitch, and Riley loops one high in the air. That should be catchable. Sure enough, it is. A good redemption there for Bridget Foley. Now it's Alcerides' turn to bat. One out. The play is indeed at one. Let's try to get something cooking. That's always the intent. But that's just me speaking. So first pitch, here it comes. Swing, and did you go? Regardless, it's strike 101. Once this is at second, anything that'll sit down the outfield, I don't know if that'll make it 1-0 or whatnot, but things will definitely look good to say the least. 0-1. Ooh, a strikeout too. I think Elsa crouched down at the last moment, which is why it was taken for a strike. But anyways, 0-2 here to Elsa, our sophomore catcher, I want to say. I know she's our catcher, I don't know what grade. Still 0-2. Rowan Weber, she is in the circle once again. Whereas Katie Grimes right there had herself quite a fast and efficient first inning. Weber's been working out a little bit, and she gets the first strikeout by either school today. 2 gone. Lily Horton. We'll see what Lily can do. She caught a fly out earlier today. Well, Lily's right. First pitch. Way upstairs. Coach Brian also talking things over with the good guys as you see scoreboard right there. Not as big of a scoreboard as, of course, BW's Raymond Athletic Complex scoreboard over here Midpark. Oh, fake bunt, because that one is going to be taken 1-1. Looked like Lily tried to pump fake the bunt and then try to swing it. See that one on softball, I will be honest. Not that far from the circle to the plate. 2-1. She's missing her target. 2 balls and a strike. Rowan Weber looking for that third out of the inning, trying to match what Katie did. And Katie would definitely want some runs to back her up. 2-1. Ooh, it's a strike, 2-2. Looked like a strike to me, and now Weber's a strike away from getting the leadoff man on base. Gonna be tough. I believe it was reached on error. So I assume they wrote in there as Bridget Foley hit it off her glove. 2-2 pitch. And the second strikeout of the ball game for Rowan Weber. So we have donuts after the first inning. Who's leading off for them? That would be Tess Kaza, then Bridget Foley, and then number 9, that would be Bella Gazowski. Okie dokie. We're going to talk things over right there, Coach Brent. Hoping that we can get something cooking out here in the second inning. Katie Grimes had a good first inning. I know she gave up leadoff single, but she worked fast and got some quick outs early on the count. Clean defense. That's 100% right. Katie has a tall task today, as we know. Going up against the one-loss Brecksville-Broadview Heights Bees team. Looks like we're having fun out there. It's fun to have fun, I guess. That's just me speaking. Some of the numbers don't line up with my roster. Good throw by Elsa. And so leading off for them once again is Kaza. The C looked like a G because my sunglasses were blocking. Kaza is the first baseman for the Bees. Ain't Medina, it's Brecksville instead. There's a roar to third, and fortunately that one went foul. Otherwise, that could have been double, perhaps. Brecksville, I think, is joining the American Conference in some sports, I believe. I don't know in all sports, though. When it comes to the Suburban League starting in 2026, we will still have Bees in the National Conference, but Medina instead of Brecksville. 1 ball, 1 strike. Katie Grimes had a very fast first inning despite giving up a leadoff single. I believe she had some first pitch out. This will be the third pitch of the at-bat, and that dances away from Elsa. Brecksville's head coach is Carl Spataro. It's just by Madison Spataro. So there is that. And there's also a 3 ball, 1 strike count. Bridget Foley waiting patiently on deck for the Bees. And that was 3 in a row indeed by Katie Grimes that missed. They got 4 in a row that she missed with. It's all right. The leadoff man got on base for them earlier in the first inning. How will things fare with number 10, Bridget Foley? The bat's left-handed, so there is that. It's like the second baseman, Riley's going to play in. Watch out for the blind. Here it comes. And it's a ball. Good block by Elsa. Throw down. Page was able to get that before that could have been any trouble, but Kitty's starting to miss her target all of a sudden. That's not a good sight to see. Cheering on Bridget Foley as you might expect. Riley playing in, Kylie playing in. And she's missed again. 2-0. This ain't looking too good, folks. It's still too early to panic. 2-0 pitch. There we go. Katie finally comes back with a strike. 2-1. And ready once again as Katie Grimes winds back, winds in. And that one's down to left center field where it'll sit down for a hit. She might think about 3, but does not. And here we go. Coach Brent telling us what to do. You got to be paranoid about a bunt. It is Belle Gazowski. She is the catcher. Obviously, you don't double steal considering how close it is from the catcher's position in Elsa to third. That's just me speaking. Maybe they'll try to steal. That'd be nice. Then we can gun her out. Who knows? Who knows? What I do know is that 2 are on and nobody is out. What I do know is that there's a bunt attempt. And now they got some runners caught up out there, but they'll easily make it back. Also didn't even bother throwing it down either second or first. I think that was a wise idea. It's nothing in 1, meanwhile, to Belle Gazowski. And Gazowski in a 1-1 count. Throw down a second. That caught everybody off guard. I want to tell you who it didn't catch off guard. It didn't catch Tuscaza off guard. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Come on. Katie needs to get out. She's given up 3 base runners today. 1 via the walk, the other 2 via hit. One hand the first one and the second so far for Brecksville. Good block by Elsa. Prevents the runner from going down an extra 60. Both runners from going down an extra 60, I ought to say. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here. Second inning, good guys squared up with Brecksville at 0 so far. She's going to spoil that one foul. Belle Gazowski. Gotta get any out of any sort. You're not gonna bunt, so you know that. Maybe go third, perhaps. Or you may not even get it out to begin with. It's a full count. Nobody out. I don't see anybody cooking in the bullpen yet. Kate Murray out at left. She might be the break in case of emergency situation out there. Wouldn't surprise me if she is the break in case of emergency. Payoff. Roar back to circle. Katie down third safe. Well, you didn't have a play at first, considering how weak that was hit towards the third base side. And now here's number 1, Cameron Bibbo. And Brecksville is really starting to threaten out here. You have someone run for her? Yes. Dolly Gazowski gonna take a break. She has a catcher after all. That's number 24, Gracie Dunbar, running. Gracie Dunbar at first. Bridget Foley at second. Tess Kaza at third. Nobody out. Karen Bibbo. Ooh, boy. Wow. I know it's been tough sledding all season once again for this Hornets softball team, but we can get out of this inning with maybe 1 run maximum. That wouldn't be bad. I tell you, that's not bad either, swinging and miss. If Katie can get out of this without giving up a run, that'd be mighty impressive. We'll see how it works. 1 ball, 1 strike, ain't nobody out. Second inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. Once again, Kate Murray out there off. See her right there behind the caging. 2-1. Roll right back to Circle K's got to go home. 1 there. All right, 1 gone. That was a wise idea. Now it's number 9 hitter. That would be number 12, Cassie Costin. Cassie Costin with the bases loaded still, but this time there's 1 out. First pitch, here it comes. A little low and a little away. There's 1 out, top half of the second. Good guys in a scoreless affair with the Brecksville-Broadview Heights Bees. As a 1-0 swung on and missed. I don't know what she's swinging at right there, but I'm not going to complain. 1-1. They're cheering on number 12, Costin. They're hoping she can break through in a big way. Ooh, she wanted to make it 4-0 with that. Instead, she's down in 1-2 count. 1 out at a time, I tell you. 1 out at a time. Katie has to feel a little nervous, but let's hope she isn't. 1-2. Roar to short. Got to go home with it, but she is out. All right. Good rifle there by Alexis. And now it's bases loaded in 2 out. That was indeed a good play. Gianna Dasenbrook is up. John Dasenbrook. Marissa Murray and Lily Horton move out towards the right, or their left and right field, of course. Strike 1. Lily again at center, Marissa at right, Horton to the left, Murray to the right. There's 2 gone, 0-1 here, Dasenbrook. Oh, upstairs, 1-1. Good catch there by Katie. She just needs 1 more out. Any out will do, folks. As long as if that runner doesn't score. 1-1 pitch. Ooh, it's high and away, 2-1. Now you're in some trouble. It is Dunbar at third, Bibbo at second, Costin at first. There are 2 outs, 2-1 count, 0-0. Here comes 2-1. Rolls out first base, fair ball, right, no, wrong. It's foul. Yeah, looked like it went foul at the 11th hour, 59th minute, so I think that was the right call. Regardless, Katie's a strike away from getting out of this unharmed somehow. She's got some confidence back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes a pitch. Line shot to second. What a stop. Got to get there, and it's in and out of the glove, 1-0. That confidence goes out the window. That was a nice effort by Riley Hogue. Diving for it, sliding for it. But the throw wasn't going to beat Dassenbrook. And not just that, wasn't going to be on line. Johnny Roth is up, number 6 for those Bees. Good job there by Elsa. Well, I thought you were going to get out of that unharmed. I'll be honest, you had the momentum. When an infield hit denies us the pleasure of a no-run inning. Kylie Martin, Michaela Euler, Kate Murray to lead things off in the bottom half of the second. If we got there. There's a 2-ball, no strike count. This thing we're really taking its time. John Roth trying to bust it wide open. Let's hope he does not, though. 2-0. Rifle down to first, didn't get her. So now it's 3-0. She's one bad pitch away from making it 2-0. Oh, you got. Kaya Law is on deck. Obviously taking it 2-0 now. Katie had something going, but now she's giving up 2 runs, and this is the 8th bat of the inning. Kaya Law. Law would love to make it really uncomfortable for us. Kaya Law. Katie just can't find the plate right now. 1-0. 5 straight balls thrown for her or by her. And you got one senior on this team. There's not a lot of experience on this team either. As a 1-0 with a sharp ground ball, fortunately goes foul. Otherwise, it's at least 4-0. Okay, Murray gonna pick it up. We're very lucky we got 2 outs here. Because otherwise, who knows? It could be even worse. A good throw out by Katie back home, and Alexis back home. And it's out to straightaway center. Does Willie have it? Yes. Could not have hit that at a worse spot. Damage limited, with damage done. We made a good catch right there. You see her behind the chain link fence. Now she'll make it off. Well, it's not going to be the easiest task in the world to score 2 runs out here, especially if Rowan Weber does what she did in that, what do you call it, first inning. Kylie Michaela Kate. Weber back out in the circle for those Brecksville-Broadview Heights Bees. The good guys are down by 2. 2 runs cashed in, but Brecksville did strand 3, so it could have been a little worse. By well, I mean a lot. And Dassenbrook score a run on an infield hit, and then Roth had a bases loaded walk. Kylie Martin. It's the bottom half of the second inning. How to get back in this game. I know it's far from over, but still. First pitch. Hit in the air out to left and found deep. My goodness. Would have been trouble had that thing been fair. But alas. 0-1. Oh, and 1. So the Bees trying to get the ball. 0-1. Here comes a pitch. Upstairs 1-1. I can tell Roan Weber really guns it fast. She stands tall, that's for sure. She's getting set once again. The 1-ball, 1-strike pitch coming up. That makes it 1-2. That's not a good sign to see. Struck out 2 batters in that first inning. Got a much-needed break. A much-deserved break. As the 1-2 is a ground ball to third. Easy play there. Throw down, 1 gone. That was John Roth with the throw. Michaela Oyer. Designated player for the good guys. Michaela Oyer. What does she have in stock out here? On attempt or check swing foul ball. First base side, right to Coach Crandall. Nothing. 1-1 out. Second inning. Good guys trailing by a pair. Michaela does indeed have this. Hopefully we'll see if she tries it again. 0-1. What's the call? I don't know. She went. That's the call. 0-2. It looked like she went. Or 2 strikes is what they say. Nothing until they update it. Do not pull the back as the first base umpire. No, you can't do that. Pump fake. 0-2 coming up. 3 strikeouts now. Kate Murray's up. Come on, Kate. Gotta break this rhythm that Roan Weber's found herself in. Will Kate be the one to break the rhythm? Let's hope. First pitch coming up to Kate. Whoa, and away. I mean, that ball coming in really fast, coming in really hot, not easy to swing it, obviously. Second inning, 2-0. We're looking for our first hit of this contest. Our only base runner was Alexis Much on an E4. 2-0. Kate could be the second base runner. That'd be nice. What's not nice is the score, 2-0. It's the bottom half of the second inning. Good golly. Here comes a pitch. Kate Murray. Isn't it 2-1 count now? Everything you need to know is right there. I don't know if you can see it or whatnot. We'll zoom in. Yep, there it is. 2-0. Pitch coming up. And it's up the middle, but the shortstop right there. Throw down first. Oh boy. Kyle, as we are still hitless through 2. I know it's early to panic, but Roan Weber has 3 strikeouts through 2 innings. We look a little dejected, I'll be honest. Still can't believe what happened yesterday against Talmadge. 6-6 tie heading into the 8th inning. Everything completely unraveled. 14 runs in the 8th for the Devils. Not every day you see 14 runs in 1 inning. He is right. We need defense. That's for sure. And Weber's going to lead off for the Bees. That Moore says Brecksville. Let's hope that doesn't happen. I sure as heck hope it doesn't happen. Everybody getting their steps in out there. That was good to see that. So Katie lets her practice pitch go, and the third inning's underway with 4-5-6. Now Rowan Weber was the only batter that did not come up in that second inning for Brecksville. She's followed by Tess Casa, followed by Bridget Foley. So it's the pitcher, the first baseman, and the second baseman. Weber trying to help out her own cause. Third inning, 2-0. 1 out. Still too early to panic. Well, consider how things have gone this season. It's easy to be pessimistic out here. 1 ball, no strikes. At the sharp ground ball, Kylie eats it up, throws down a first one gone. That was a good play by Kylie Martin. Far from easy, I'll tell you that. Tescaza, she's batting. The first baseman for the Bees. Yep, you know it, folks. Kaza. She started off with, I believe, what was a base hit, if not an error. Well, no, regardless, she got on base in that second inning, and it did not come around to score. She did not come around to score. She was out at home eventually. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. That one goes all the way to the backstop off the glove of Elsa. Just Kaza again, the batter. 2-0. There's 1 man gone, 1 batter gone. Pitch coming up. Ooh, I don't know what you're swinging at there. She's looking to make contact, make metal off that. 2-1. 2-1. 2-0 is the score. Pitch coming up. Nice. I think that was in there. Yep. 2-2. All right. I don't think Katie Grimes has a strikeout yet. No, she does not. Katie Grimes won't get the first strikeout of the ball game for herself yet, as that one's found opposite field. Still got ourselves a 1 ball, 2 strike count we're talking about. Not Chevy Crown behind me. 1 ball, 2 strikes. K, to go. 2-2. Don't believe me, folks. Well, that crowd right there. Not bad, I'll say that. 2-2, 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Whooped up, and Paige and Riley nearly crashed into each other, but they didn't. That's the good part. 2 gone. Bridget Foley's up. It was with 2 outs when those Bees really did well against us. 2 gone, 3rd inning. Bridget Foley. Strike 1, 0-1. 3rd inning, 2 gone, 2-0. Katie's all ready. Here comes the pitch. Strike 2, 0-2. She can go 1, 2, 3 innings. That hasn't happened for us today yet. Katie would have loved to get it. Who knows? 0-2. Won't get it there, obviously. 40-foot pitch. Breaking ball, I ought to say. 1-2. Brecksville clapping her on. Bridget Foley, the number 6 hitter, waiting on 1-2. 1 shot. Ooh, Alexis can't get it. So there won't be a 1, 2, 3 inning. The announcer, Jinx Sadley, lives on. Bella Gazowski. She is the catcher. She, I believe, came around and scored earlier today. Yes, yeah, she did, Gazowski. There comes the first pitch. You see the Hudson Boston. There's a hot shot back in the center for a base hit. Runner's going to try to go down third. Well, he can't get it all of a sudden. Good throw down third. Runner advances an extra 60, and all of a sudden, things ain't looking too good again. Now, the Hudson boss will be there for the boys lacrosse game that's coming up later today. We'll be covering that WHBW as we see the pin center again for Gazowski and Gracie Dunbar. All of a sudden, Brecksville has another threat. Cameron Bibbo. Bibbo with runners at scoring position, 2 going after it looked like we had the sitting in command. Good job there by Elsa, 1-0. That's the only issue you have. 1 ball, no strikes, 2-0, top half of the third. Katie looking for that elusive third out. It might come here. Alexis Monch has to hurry down to first. That's 3. So it's an unharmed third inning. And the good guys. Whoa, sorry about that, folks. Didn't even see where I was going. That was nearly a disaster. They're still waiting for things to resume out here in the bottom half of the third. Still looking for our first hit. Will Paige Kramer be the one to provide us with the first hit? Who knows? Just walking around out here. You see lacrosse going on right there, so there is that. Yes. Bottom half of the third inning. Paige Kramer, followed by Arissa Murray, followed by Alexis Monch. So it'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Black and Green Brigade. Gotta get a hit. We haven't had any through the first 7 batters of this contest. Alexis, the only one to get on base for us. That was courtesy of an error by Bridget Foley out at second. She's in the huddle now as Brecksville's going to talk things over, obviously. Still manageable. 2-0. I don't know if you can see it or whatnot. Now you can. Ron Weber back out there. I'm not surprised by that. Ron Weber. Wow, that one went by super fast. So, or 1-0. Excuse me. One ball, no strikes, nobody out here. We're down 2 as Page fouls it back 1-1. It's all right. Is indeed all right. Still the leadoff batter here is Ron Weber. Doing pretty darn good out here today. Once again, no hits, 1 base runner on an error. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Inside, all right, 2-1. Page had to dance out of the way right there. Looks like there's a not too shabby crowd over there for some lacrosse, some youth lacrosse. How about that, folks? The future of Highland, perhaps. I think it's the future of Highland, 2-1. Page out to right, misjudged, but caught nonetheless by the right fielder in Costin. Good hit there by Page, just not the best place to hit it. So that means it's Arissa Murray's turn to bat. Arissa Murray, bottom half of the third, 1 gone. In a left. Another well hit ball foul. We've been doing that a lot today. Of course, there was, I believe, Kylie, I think, who had that deep drive out to left that wound up going foul. But it is nothing in 1. Nothing in 1. Here comes the pitch, and it's upstairs to Arissa, 1-1. We might go through this first round of the order without a single hit. Who knows? Hope we don't. I know he's got paranoid about that. Rowan Weber, 1-1 coming up. Just having to dance out of the way right there. 2-1. Rissa would love to get on base here, and the pitch coming up right here. There we go. Base hit in the left. So some life, perhaps. 1 on, 1 out. Alexis much. Alexis reached on here. Almost a phenomenal play by the third baseman, Gianna Roth, but instead it'll be 1 on, 1 out. Larissa has our first hit of the contest. That's a sigh of relief. Yeah, no hits, never fun. First pitch as Alexis Much is going to... Oh, it's off the glove. That might be a base hit, and sure enough it is. To get the reflexes out there if you're Rowan Weber. Now, for the first time today, she's got 2 runners on. As Riley Hogue is up. All right, so we have Arissa at second, Alexis at first, and there's 1 gone in the bottom half of the third. Trying to get something cooking. Riley Hogue watches, and that's a good idea, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Third inning, I see the dust flying out there towards my right off screen, 1-0. 2-0. Yep, you just heard the umpire say 2-0. Line drive, says Coach Bell. So let's hope that happens. 2-0. 1 gone. Here comes the pitch. Foul, 2-1. Still the third inning. For the first time today, we really have a decent threat, you might say. At least that's what I'd say. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Riley loops one up, first base side, and out of play. Looks like that stream isn't going. That water stream down there. Of course, it has not rained in a while, folks. 2 out, or 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 on, but 1 out. Riley, the number 2 hitter. That's inning number 3. Riley. Ooh, she really thought about going on that one, but good idea not to. Full count. Big situation out here. Also, Reedy would be nice. 2-zip here in the third. The payoff. And she walks. Bases loaded. All right. Arissa at third. Alexis at second. And Riley at first. There's 1 gone. And now also Reedy with a chance to really get something going for the good guys. Won't that be good? I think that'd be swell. Won't happen is the question. Rowan Weber, bases loaded, 1 out situation, infield in. She misses upstairs. It's 1-0. Now look at that infield right there. They're playing in, just trying to flare one over their heads, and well, you know, we'll probably have a tie ball game. Another Hudson bus coming in for the lacrosse game. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch coming up. 2 and up. Struggling to find the zone all of a sudden right there is Rowan Weber. 2-0, 1 out, pitch coming up. Oh, also way late on that. 2-1. So you got to keep your eyes on it. Also, Reedy, the catcher, number 3 hitter for the good guys. There's a 2-1 coming up. Sharp, right back to circle. 1 out there, throw down. First over her head. That's going to cash in 1 run. We'll see if it cashes in 2. A high lob there by the catcher, Gazowski, and we will not be shut out. Now it's Willie Horton's turn. You talk about luck being on your side, folks. That was definitely one of those situations. That was definitely one of those times. So Kalen Carmody is going to check in for the good guys. Running for Elsa Reedy, who is, of course, catching for the Black and Green Brigade. Go 18, that's Willie Horton. Willie rips one foul back. Tying run 60 feet away, but a fly ball does you no justice because there are two gone. Lucky to get a run out there in this third inning. Two gone. Here comes a pitch. High and foul. Now she's a strike away, Weber, from getting out of the inning with just one run surrendered. Katie hurries to get it. Two strikes. Two outs. Two on. One cashed in already. 0-2, Lily. All right, just missed upstairs 1-2. All you got to do is hit something that land in the outfield, and we're at least talking about a tie game. Of course, it's a grass field, dirt infield, grass outfield. Not like a BW where it's turf. Bremen Park, too. That's right next door. 2-2, all right. Ron Weber had an ideal first and an ideal second. This third inning has not been too kind to her. 2-2, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, she hit it out to shallow left. It's foul. Good job by Lily, indeed. Sixth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Lily Horton. Here's the center fielder. She had a good catch at center to end the second inning. 2-2. 3-2, and you got Kylie Martin right there. She'd be next. As if Lily can get on base. Let's hope she can. I'm praying the good Lord she can. Full count, 2 out. Here comes the payoff. Lily's gonna walk. All right. Kylie comes up with Kylie at third, Kaylin at second, and Lily at first. Excuse me. Okay, I forgot Lily just walked. Kylie Martin. She is the third baseman for the good guys. And she is going to look a little antsy out there by fouling the first pitch back. Anything that lands in the outfield, once again, we're talking at least a tie game. Who knows, maybe a 3-2 game. Who knows, maybe a 4-2 game. Maybe a 5-2 game, perhaps. 0-1 pitch. And Kylie lays it off, 1-1. This is the seventh batter of the inning. Been a good game so far between two good schools. Brecksville trying to pick up their seventh one. We're trying to pick up our third. 2-1 upstairs. There we go. It's not like we're struggling and drowning in these games. We're hanging in. I mean, you only got a 20-6 loss, but 14 of those runs came in extras. The eighth inning alone. So there is that. 2-1 pitch. And she's a strike away from getting out of this inning with limited damage. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Third inning, bases juiced. Gotta get something, folks. Both dugouts barking. 2-2's coming up right now, and Kylie's gonna watch. 3-2, everybody's gonna take off. Michaela would be next. 3-2, 2 out. 2-1 contest, everybody's running. So heads up here. Here goes everybody, payoff, and that one's popped off, and that one is dropped. It is dropped, and this game is tied. Oh, Riley or Hogan's gonna come in. Okay, well, Euler is up, and Rowan Weber tried to hurry off the circle and could not get there. So now it's Kaylin at third, Lily at second, Kylie at first. 2 gone, tie game, 3rd inning. Pitch inside 1-0. One ball, no strikes here. Michaela in a tied contest. 8th batter of the inning. This has been a good inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Michaela way late. I think JV's practicing up there on the baseball field. I can hear some bats clinking out there. 1-1, Michaela. Way back. And foul. So strike away from getting out of this inning with them still not losing. But their lead relinquished nonetheless. It's a tie game 2-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michaela down looking. You know what? That's 4 strikeouts now for her. That was a good inning. Katie, who's coming in on screen, she'll have to have another shutout inning under her belt. Great at-bats. You hear Coach Brent say it best. He's obviously thrilled with how that one went. I'd be thrilled too. I know. It's all fun and games, though. Anyways, high school baseball, the good guys are number 3 in the Max Prep state rankings. The Max Prep state rankings. Only Moore and Berlin Highland are doing better than us according to Max Preps. I find that hard to believe. There's Katie Grimes. And there's everybody running. Everybody really running fast. You will be the first to say that. So who's up? It's been a while since they had anybody up. It will be Constant, followed by Dassenbrook, followed by Roth. 4th inning, 2-2 tie. Good guys doing a dandy against a very tough BBHHS team. BBHHS, Brecksville-Broadview Heights High School. Say that 10 times fast. So Constant leads off. By watching. What up? We got 2 people now, 1 person tuning in. 1 ball, no strikes. Katie Ruddy, here it comes. Ooh, good off-speed pitch to make her look silly. 1 ball, 1 strike. If you're looking to sponsor us, please do so. Please contact us. You can find the email on our descriptions. This one's down to center. Willie Horton, 1 game. All right, back to the top of the order, however. That is Gianna Dasonbrook. There's a Highland bus now. Don't know what all these buses are for us. What I do know is that, of course, after this game, we'll have lacrosse coverage against the Hudson Explorers. BW, we got a Hudson player. I think it's Paul Lopez. I think it's Paul, if I'm not mistaken. 1 ball, no strikes. Mr. Lopez does a good job, of course. We got Marietta tomorrow, 5 p.m. in men's lacrosse. That's at Don Drum Stadium. I think Don Drum Stadium. No, that's Marietta football. I don't know if lacrosse is there. There we go, 1-1. Hard to believe we got 2 more men's lacrosse games after this. Marietta and Heidelberg. Both games I anticipate to be very one-sided and lopsided. 1-1. Missed. Oh boy, I shudder to think what the final score of that contest is going to be. I really shudder to think. Both games, Marietta's going to be scary. Checking her swing and now reaching out and grounding one right to Riley. Too easy, two gone. All righty, it's Gianna Roth. Roth with two gone here in the fourth in a 2-2 affair. Roth as the third baseman is Katie getting back in. Went from that 1-2-3. Not going to get when you throw upstairs 1-0. But I have no fear. Of course, that's hard to believe. As the 1-0 is going to be a sharp ground ball short. Alexis is really going to have to hurry, and she's safe. Well, I thought you had to hurry, and Katie does not have a 1-2-3 inning today. That's hard to believe as Kyle Law is up. Kyle Law. That was tough. I think that was the right call. Kyle Law. As Katie gives up a ground ball third. Oh, nice play, Kylie Martin. 3 gone. All right, halfway home perhaps. Maybe more than halfway home. Maybe less than halfway home. You see the good guys talking things over right there. Coach Brent doing a dandy. 2's on the board. It was courtesy of a 2-run second from Brecksville. 2-run third inning for us. Who's leading off for us? I believe that would be the bottom of the order. Yes, Kate Murray, Paige Kramer, Orissa Murray. Now, Kate Murray, the only batter to not come up in that third inning. So we're talking things over right there. Coach Brent obviously pretty happy with how the game's been going so far, especially against a worthy opponent like Brecksville. They do a good job. Yeah, this team ain't no slouch. They're 6-1 on the campaign. They're doing a good job. One hopper right there from the catch of Gazowski. Kate Murray. 7, 8, and 9. We gotta get something going. It's a tie contest at least halfway through the ball game. The first pitch coming up. Here it comes. Kate whiffs. Boy, Gazowski couldn't even hold on to it. Regardless, 0-1 and obviously not drop third strike, so nothing gonna happen out there. We're talking 0-1 right now, ain't nobody out. Here comes Rowan Weber once again, and Weber gives up a foul ball, smack back. Yeah, that is hard to believe that the lacrosse season's coming to an end for BW, and not just that, but John Carroll's in the top 10 in women's lacrosse. Men's lacrosse, we easily took care of them 17-10. Good second half. 0-2 coming up. And it got away from her. Looks like we didn't like that call. Our fans didn't like it. Regardless, Kate Murray becomes strikeout victim number 5. Paige Kramer, our only senior. Logan, how are you? Good to hear. Strike 1, Paige, and a 0-1 count. And Weber had a tough third inning, obviously, where she saw 8 base runners, bases loaded 2, and 2 runs cash in. Could have been much worse for her. So like how Katie could have been a little bit much worse for her. Well, what I do know is that Katie's down in an 0-2 hole. That ain't good. No sirree. Nothing in 2. And Weber lets it go. Rowan's gonna miss. All right, 1-2. No immaculate inning. Two's on the board here in the fourth. Been a fun one to say the least. Looks like they're getting some people practicing out there on the third base side as the 1-2 coming up. Sharp ground ball back up the middle. That's a nice base hit. Good job by Paige Kramer. And now here comes Arissa Murray, who had her first hit of the contest and our first run of the contest. If I'm not mistaken. No. Alexis was the first run of the ball game because Arissa was called out on a force play. So there is that. 1 on, 1 out. Paige at first. Arissa pops one foul. That ball is going to be caught. One pitch for the second out of the inning. Kaza makes the catch. Now it's Alexis Munch's turn to bat. We're back to the third time back to the top of the order, folks. Alexis, the shortstop, of course. He cashed in the first run of the ball game as there's a ground ball. She'll roll to second, and that'll conclude the fourth. Too easy for Bridget Foley. So we strand one in the fourth, just like how they stranded one back in the fourth. Good guys right there talking things over. Of course, Coach Bryant needs to have the gang all focused in out there. You see it right there. Hornets softball. That's 100% right, folks. Have a good inning, says Coach Bellasoul. That's what you need. That's exactly what you need. I think it's 4, 5, 6 again for those Bees. That would be Rowan Weber, Tuskaza, and Bridget Foley. So the pitcher leads off for Brecksville. Katie Grimes back in the circle, which is always a good sight to see. Yep, we'll see who wins this one. Katie back out there. Brecksville trying to pick up. Won't be a gritty win to say the least. Last they blow us out of the waters in this inning. I mean, then again, 8th inning last night against Talmadge, 14 in one inning for the Devils. Gotta hope that doesn't happen here. That would be disastrous. Yep. Here it comes as Weber watches 0-1. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Katie has a strikeout today. Maybe she does. But here we go. The 0-1 coming up. Misses high and away. We got ourselves a 1-ball, 1-strike count here. And there's nobody out. That hitting over there caught me off guard. It looks like they may have some pinch hitters here soon. 1-1. Popped up high in the air. Riley Hogue, one gone. Too easy for Riley. Tuskaza, the first baseman. So Weber can't help out her own cause. Good. Tuskaza gonna come up. Want to take over here? I can move. I'll move in that case. First pitch is low, 1-0. Logan also a good broadcaster, as we all know by now. 1 ball, no strikes. I don't want him to take over. He is a Highland student right now. I'm just the Highland alum. 1 ball, no strikes. And there's a line shot in a left. Good catch by Kate Murray. 2 gone. So now it's Bridget Foley to the dish. 2 gone here. 5th inning, tie game. That Logan's a good kid. He wants to be a broadcaster too. Hey, I'm influencing the next generation of broadcasters. Well, he's much better than me, I'll tell you that. I'll be the first to admit it. I'm not that good. Think it is 1-0. Yep, it is indeed 1-0. Always forget, this place is pretty muddy. But there is a table right there for me to stand on. 1-0. 2-0. Yep, look at that. How about that? Bridget Foley is up once again, the second baseman. 2-2 game. Hot shot, and again, another 2-out hit for the Bees. They really know how to hit with 2 outs, don't they, folks? Now it is Bella Gazowski with Foley on at first. There's 2 outs. Good thing I didn't wear my nice shoes. I've stopped wearing dress shoes lately because I'll tell you why. I'm usually out in grass out here at Highland, and it's wet and rainy and muddy. I don't want to ruin my dress shoes. That'd be bad. They're talking things over out there with the home plate umpire. Meanwhile, there's some lacrosse going on out there. Looks like that's Hudson. So not just Hudson boys varsity lacrosse today, also in youth lacrosse behind me. Some no balls wind up hitting me, but I don't think that's going to happen. Ooh, that's a sharp one off the glove of Kylie. Got to recover. 2 on, 2 out. Gazowski will be out. Or Foley, actually, I stand corrected. No, Foley's at second. Gazowski at first, I believe. No, not Gazowski. Can't tell is number 1. That's Cameron Bibbo. It's not Gazowski. She's number 9 as that one gets away. Everybody moves up an extra 60. It's number 11. That's Gabby Rowan. Rowan at second. Kaza, or no, not Kaza. Foley at third. Foley at third. Rowan at second. 1 ball, no strikes. 2-2 score out here. Getting ready once again. Katie Grimes. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Throw down. Ooh, Kylie almost lost it there. Really thought it was a strike. Nope, 2-0. It's right there, folks. No, you don't get a good view of the scoreboard, but you got a good view of the action. 2 in a row. That's the scary part. That is true. Katie Grimes. 3-0 now for Katie. Bibbo trying to work her out and got a bases loaded situation for Cassie Costin, excuse me, not Costa, Costin. And she'll do just that. Ooh, boy. Here we go again, folks. It is Foley at third. It is Rowan at second. It is Bibbo at first. There's 2 gone, and Coach Brent Belsel says, I think you've had enough today. Obviously, a great day nonetheless. Is Katie done, or is Coach Brent going to keep her out there? That's a question that will be answered in about 2 seconds from now. I'd like to remind you, of course, tomorrow is BW Women's Lacrosse at noon against the Marietta College Pioneers. And then either a BW softball game at 3 at the Rame Athletic Complex, or if we find ourselves playing baseball tomorrow, Highland baseball, I cannot miss it because, oh, I don't know, it's not like we're the 3rd best team in the state right now. Oh, wait, that's exactly what it is. Only Archbishop Moeller and Berlin Highland are better than us. Talked to Coach Grissom and Winston, asked him how on earth is that possible that we're not number 1 in the state. Well, I tell you how. Why Coach Winston said, Mr. Winston told me his first pitch coming up here is a ground ball to short, easy play. Alexis, short way to second. Crisis averted. All right, Katie Grimes. That pep talk must have worked. They leave him loaded as Cassie Costin can't do a thing. But as I was saying, he said that when Highland has themselves a pretty much a big gauntlet out there of a schedule. Not just that, of course, Archbishop Moore is currently, I think, either in Arizona or Vegas, somewhere around there. They're in the West Coast right now playing baseball. I tell you one thing, I'm glad we're not going to have to deal with Moore in the state finals. I know a lot of people have complained about the fact that there's now some division thing, it's a money grab or whatnot. I don't see it that way. I see it as, hey, we don't have to deal with Eds. We don't have to deal with Moore. We don't have to deal with Ignatius unless we want to schedule them in the regular season just to see where we stand. I don't like those schools. They always win. Always the private schools. I tell you, if we can beat Hoban or something like that, we can make it to Canal Park. I'm just saying, we're the top team in Division III. Coach Grissom said it best. We're on the map. I heard him say that right over there today during varsity practice. We are on the map. We are on the radar right now. He's 100% right. We got a target on our back right now that we just put on us saying, hey, go Pat Benatar, hit us with your best shot. And we'll see if they can fire away or whatnot. But anyways, number 17, Riley Hogue is up. Riley Hogue, 2, 3, 4 due up for the rough and tough. Good guys. And back out there's Ron Weber. That looked like he missed 1-0. Tell you, things do look, actually it was a strike, I stand corrected, 0-1. You can tell things look a little bit easier to see the strike zone from here. 0-1 pitch coming up. Way upstairs, having to get out of her crouching position right there. I don't know if that's the new catcher, number 11, Gabby Rowan or whatnot, but regardless, 1-1. We're at North Gateway Tire Field tonight, of course, boys lacrosse against Hudson. Looped up, that's out of play. At the dugout, I think it did, 1-2. So Kaylin's going to try to hustle for it. Yeah, 7-0 is the baseball team. Softball 2-7, but picking up a big third win as this one's popped up right to the middle and caught by the second baseman Foley. Also, Reedy is up. I mean, that would be incredible to beat Brecksville. I was over here in Coach Grissom. I heard Coach Grissom, of course, talk to the gang after practice. He said he's trying to scramble to find someone tomorrow because the game against Blue Streaks ain't happening. 1 ball, no strikes. And love to win again if I'm Coach Jay Grissom and the gang. 11 seniors, 9 juniors, which is absolutely insane. 2 balls, no strikes upstairs. That's crazy. 11 seniors, not every day. I remember last year we only had 5 seniors. We made it to the district finals. It was a tough 5-0 loss to Eds. 2-0. Sharp ground ball off the glove. That'll be a base hit. I assume they won't call that an error. I assume they'll call that a single because that one was coming in hot. Ron Weber had to hurry with the reflexes out there as Lily Horton comes up to the dish. And for also ready the catcher, Kaylin Carmody. There is 1 out here in the 5th inning. Tie game at 2. First pitch. Hot shot and on, folks. Like that will get by her. That might make it a 3-2 ball game. They're still yet to get. Coach Brent says, hurry on home. Here comes the throw, the cutoff. Here comes the throw home. She is toast. No, she's safe. Wow, she didn't get the tag off in time. And we find ourselves ahead 3-2. The throw beat her by a mile, but could not get the tag off in time. Good job to slide there, and the left fielder and Bibbo is definitely gonna be kicking herself after that. Misjudging the ball. I thought for sure she was gonna be out right there. Kylie Martin's up courtesy of the Lily Horton triple. We got ourselves a 3-2 lead now. In the bottom half of the fifth, there's only one out. Fly ball on to make it 4-2, but she's going to try bunt. Got a good one down. You talk about a good one, base hit. Kylie Martin does her job. Coach Brent obviously happy about that. Sorry for the voice crack. So now it is Michaela Euler. I tell you, if I'm Kylie, I'm really looking my lips to try and get down to second base. You know darn well you can make it down there, especially with Lily at third. If the catcher dare throws it down second, might have a double steal perhaps. Let's watch. One attempt foul. Kylie was off and running. That was a great play. Only Horton on the triple. Not easy whatsoever. Trying to score on that, and sure enough, Kaylin did just that. Here comes a throw. That's a little shocking. It's off the glove. It's 4-2. 4-2 as we have cashed in 2 runs this thing. Clearly not what she meant to do out there. But hey, that's a good thing. Told you Kyla was going to run. Would have been a little surprised if she threw it. I was indeed surprised that she threw it and it didn't work. 1 ball, 1 strike, 4-2 contest. We're winning for the first time, of course. Good bunt, but the bunt goes foul. Michaela Euler. 2 cashed in. Kylie is on at base 2. Second base, you might say. And she is down swinging. That's 6 Ks now for Rowan Weber. Kate Murray's turn to bat. Kate Murray with 2 cashed in this 5th inning, 2 out. Obviously a good inning. A little windy now. First pitch, Wuffin 0-1. But man, oh man, just doing a good job today against a tough school like Brecksville, a national conference team. Of course, both teams don't flip conferences soon. As this one's fouled out first base side. Look at that little kid try to get it. You got it all right. Katie hurrying for it. She cannot run that fast, obviously, because she's got to be all calm and relaxed for the 6th inning of work. The inning is going to end on this swing and a miss throw down to strikeout 2-3. Rowan Weber's got 7 strikeouts to her credit, but she's also surrendered 4 runs. You see it right there. It is I don't know if you do see it or whatnot. Oh, hold on a minute. Just let me. Sorry about that. Maybe you'll see it now. Will you? No. Just take my word for it. It's 4-2. We got some good offense cooking out there. Who's up for them? I don't know. I think it would be the top, Bjorn Dassenbrook, Roth, and Law. Big D, we need the defense to step up again like it did with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Only 2 runs for Brecksville today, both in the second. We've scored the last 4. You see everybody getting some steps in and then go. Again, Katie Grimes back in the circle. That should not surprise you, folks. Katie Grimes. 5 innings of work so far. She's had a lot of traffic today, especially with 2 outs. She got the first 2 outs pretty handily, but ever since then, she usually struggles. But I'm just saying, only 1 2-out rally's killed her today. That was in the second inning when 2 runs scored. Otherwise, that's it. 4-2. Yeah, good look at Arissa Murray right there. I don't know if you will get a good look at her nonetheless because of where the camera is. But anyways, here is Dasson Brook watching ball 1. Or actually watching strike 1. Oh, my mistake. It is the 6th inning, and we got ourselves a 4-2 cushion. Katie Grimes is ready. Here comes the 0-1. This one is a ball. 1-1. Brecksville not losing hope. There is that. We'll see how they do out here. Pitch. And Katie cannot make it to the dish right there. 2-1. Gianna Dasson Brook, followed by Gianna Roth, followed by Kyle. They're going crazy over there as here comes the 2-ball and 1 strike pitch, which is upstairs, I believe. I don't see any in my bullpen, and once again, Kate Murray out at left. She might be the break in case of emergency situation out there. Here comes your 3-ball, 1 strike pitch. It is a roller foul, first pitch. Yeah, noon tomorrow, BW lacrosse against Marietta. Tomorrow at 5, BW men's lacrosse at Marietta. The women's lacrosse game will be home. Men's lacrosse game all the way down south of Marietta. That's near West Virginia. I don't know if you folks knew that or whatnot. Full count payoff. Sharp ground ball in the hole and right for a base hit. So that is how this 6th inning kicks off with the Gianna Dasson Brook single. Gianna Roth is up. She represents the tying run. I'll be the first to say it seems like they've had a lot of traffic today. I know I said that a few minutes ago, but it is true. Coach Brent barking out stuff. Roth, the third baseman. Ball, also was ready to gun it down to first. Watch out, 1 long ball, and we're tied at 4. He would be tied if there's a home run, so let's pray there isn't. And once again, Coach Grissom said he thought there was someone in Brecksville that can really rake the ball. Oh, that one's popped up shallow center. Who's going to catch that? Who's going to catch that? Kiowa. Kiowa is the batter. In the 6th inning, there's 1 on, there's 1 out, a ground ball possibly out of the inning. Wouldn't be easy, of course, but Katie's had 0, 1, 2, 3 innings today. I doubt that's going to come here. In fact, that they already have 1 on. And this game might be tied. Well, speak of the devil, 4-4 ball game. I think Coach Grissom was alluding to Kyle Law. This ball game is tied at 4. Dugout empties out. Is that the end of the line for Katie Grimes? Who knows? Well, that's tough. Everybody out there talking things over in the circle. It's a 4-4 tie. Of course, we mentioned it yesterday. We gave up 14 in 1 inning. That was the 8th inning of Talmadge. Kind of reminiscent of last year's game of Talmadge. We had them down to the last down, and then they had a humongous rally. Oh boy, this isn't good. Everybody way back for Rowan Weber. Way back for Rowan Weber. Look at that, folks. They're positioned all the way near the dirt. Katie's still staying out there. This is a little surprising. Her confidence has to be shot down. It's 2-0. Rowan Weber trying to help out her own cause. There is one out, fortunately. And it's 3-0. No, 2-0. I stand corrected. It was already 1-0. We got the softball where the ball landed. 3-0. And Kate Murray just laying out there. She might be summoned in soon. Maybe it'll be Alyssa Murray. Or maybe someone else. Regardless, not looking too good. 3 balls, no strikes. Brecksville with a whole lot of momentum. Rowan Weber at the dish. 3 balls, no strikes. Becomes 4 balls, no strikes. And Coach Brent gonna make his way out of the dugout, and I think that's all she wrote. You see Coach Brent talking with the home plate umpire right there. He's gonna signal for a new pitcher. I assume it'll be Kate Murray. Good day for Katie Grimes. And indeed it is Kate Murray. Best thing that can happen to Katie is a no decision. Worst thing is, of course, a loss. Who's taking over at left for us? I believe that'd be Kaylin. Kaylin Carmody taking over at left field as Kate Murray, as Katie Grimes, who had herself a good day. She just ran out of gas in the 6th. She just ran out of gas in the 6th inning. Still nonetheless a good day. First batter to greet her will be Tess Kaza. Kate Murray moves from left field out to the circle. So it's sort of like checking in a bullpen in the majors. So like how the bullpen's out in the outfield, or checking in from left. But it is a 4-4 ball game here in the 6th inning. We're tied. I'm a little surprised by this. Rowan Weber is going to run. He is a pitcher after all. Of course, unlike in football by now, where most of those stadiums are turf, baseball and softball, it seems to be half and half. Some use turf, some use grass. We use grass on softball. We use grass for baseball right up there. I'd love to win. Hopefully Monday against Aurora, that shouldn't be a problem. But Tuesday's game, when we host Aurora, will be broadcast here, followed by the girls lacrosse game. I've had people tell me, hey, Tommy, you got to do a girls lacrosse game. Don't worry, I will do it at the conclusion of the Highland baseball game against Aurora. Tess Kaza. Ball 1. Oh, got her hung up, but she's going to scamper back. I'm surprised she didn't go down to second on that. So a lot of homers in the 6th. It's at least a tie game as Kate Murray's 1-0. 2-0. Rifle down to first. Didn't get her. Good dive right there. Tried to tag her, but she dove down. 2 balls, no strike count. 2 cashed in so far in the 6th inning. Kate Murray fires a pitch, and I don't know where that missed, but I do know it's 3-0. Bridget Foley waiting patiently on deck. 3-0, 1 out. Here's the pitch. 4-0. That's back-to-back walks issued by Katie and then Kate. Both on 4 pitches. This is not looking good. Foley is up. The second baseman bats left-handed, of course. We only had 1 out this inning. It was a catch by Lily at center. 0-1. There we go. We needed that. We really needed that. Kate Murray's got to work back in this. She's dealing with a 2-on-1 out scenario in a tie contest. Takes nerves of steel, as we know by now. Here it comes. Ball, and everybody holds. 1-1, 1 out. And the wheels falling off the good guys. I hope not. That'd be bad. Kate Murray, the pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike count. There we go. 1-2. To Bridget Foley. And that ball escapes into center. Oh, no. Wasn't even paying attention. And they got a runner on and scoring position. Runners on scoring position and 1 out. So Weber dives head first. She's on at third. Kaza at second. There's 1 gone in the 6th. We're tied at 4, unfortunately. But there aren't 2 strikes. And there's still 2 strikes. Once again, I don't think Katie Grimes had a strikeout today. She did have 5 and a third, which isn't shabby. And she could be dealt a loss. Best case scenario and no decision. One ball, 2 strikes. And they'll take the lead with 2 runs out of that single into center, or just 1 run. Oh, she hesitated, and she's still going to score on the last 6-4. 1 run tag to Katie, the other one tag to Kate. All of a sudden, things don't look too good for us. Bridget Foley cashes in 2 runs on that single back up the middle. Looks like that might be number 11, Gabby Rowan. 6-4. I don't know what that was, but she didn't even go down to second. Or the third base coach yelled at her to go. And Foley just walked. Didn't even bother. I think she was caught off guard. She looked like she was bowling out there, Kate Murray. And now she'll go down second. Is this going to be another nightmare inning like last night? Remember, we gave up 14 in 1 inning Talmadge last night. I'd absolutely hate if that happens again. Brecksville can bust it wide open. Finally a strike, 2-1. We gotta get an out. Any sort of out. Catcher's up. Rolling. 3-1. Let's see Alyssa Murray working out there in the bullpen. We'll see if she's going to be needed or whatnot. Here comes the 3-1. It's 4-1. And this nightmare inning is still alive. This will be, what, the 8th batter of the inning. And Cameron Bibbo. You see Alyssa practice out there. She might be needed. I don't know where Logan went. Hopefully he's still here. I assume he's still here. He's done a good job broadcasting today. There's a bunt attempt. Strike, go on. Usually he's over there. Maybe I'm having him being blocked out there and whatnot. But regardless, it is 0-1. Kate Murray just needs to get back in it. Trying to frame it there, else I cannot. 1-1. 6-4. 4 cashed in for Brecksville in this inning. There's 1 out, 2 on. Here comes the next pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Good play, Riley down to Alexis for 1. Alexis down to Page, not going to get 2. Oh, they did get 2. Never mind. A rare double play. How about that? Looked bang bang to me. But the damage was done, and damage done in bunches. 4 runs cashed in that 6th inning, and Brecksville has themselves the lead once more. 6-4 here. What a good job there by Riley. Get down to Alexis to get down to Page for an inning-ending double play. Rowan Weber back out there in the 6th inning. Yeah, there's the lacrosse action over there. Hope to get the Highland boys lacrosse game against Hudson later today. I don't know if I will, considering how this game's dragging out right now. Who's winning hard for us? I don't know. It's been a while since we came up. That's all I know. There's a good look at Katie Grimes, who's had herself a good day. Might be a tough luck loser, though. And she was responsible for 5 runs being cashed in today. Not going to be... Actually, I don't know who's up once again. We'll know in a minute. I think it is Paige Kramer kicking things off for the good guys here in the 6th inning, and sure enough, it is. Paige Kramer followed by Marissa Murray, followed by Alexis Munch. Double barrel action going on, a righty and a lefty. Kate Murray, of course, practicing out there. Probably trying to stay loose. 1 out. Tough game for us, tough inning, I ought to say. And this has really been the story all season long. Tough luck. Disaster striking in late innings in our games. Can't close them out, unfortunately. That one is in there, 1-1. I think she has 7 strikeouts, Rowan Weber. Regardless, we don't have any in the circle, at least. Struck out a good chunk of times today. 6-4 ball game. Here's a pitch. Page fouls at 1-2. So they're 6 outs away from going to 7-1. We're 6 outs away from going to 2-8. That would be rough. That'd be super rough. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here it comes. She's down swinging. Page tried to uppercut it. Marissa Murray is up. 2-run contest. Beasley over the good old Highland Hornets. Marissa trying to get something. She does have a hit today. Music's still playing. No, it isn't. I don't think it won. It's been a long season for us, unfortunately. You gotta trust the process, I guess. 0-1. Marissa down 0-2. Now no balls, 2 strikes. Things continue to look worse for us. Hogan's back there, don't worry, folks. Just saw him. 0-2. Looped up, and that ball's going to be caught by Weber. Notice we got the top of the order with Alexis Munch. Alexis trying to make sure it's not a 1-2-3 inning. Brecksville's not been a 1-2-3 inning at all today. Good Lord. 1 ball, no strikes. Cannot play to be the hero out here. You gotta play as if you want the next batter to come up. That's what I think, at least. Alexis to short, her own position. The throw down and a good stretch there to get the third out of the inning. We just went down pretty silently. Kate Murray, I assume, will be back out there. 6 down, 1 more to go. It is 6-4. Black and Green Brigade struggling. Thing is, we were up heading into the 6th inning. And that 2-run home run by Kyle Law. And then after that, a 2-run single by Gabby Rona. No. Bridget Foley. Which I thought was Foley. Yes, it was Foley. Bridget Foley, a 2-run single that broke the tie after Kyle Law tied it at 4. Kate Murray back out there. Kaylin's still hanging out in left field. So who's up for them, you might be wondering. It's Cassie Costin, Gianna Dassenbrook, and then Gianna Rock. So Costin, the only batter that did not come up in that 6th inning of a Congo line, is going to check in to lead off the 7th. As long as if we can give up a donut in the 7th, we should be good. But we're down 2. 2 wins, speaking of which, for us this season. Has not been our season yet, but you never know. Maybe we can pick up a win. Who knows? 1-0. That's all I know. That missed. Constant. She is waiting. And she will take it for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're nearly 2 hours through the live stream. I don't know if we're even going to get to a cross game in time, as there's a blooper foul first base side. Heads up. Logan almost made a great play. Well, it's not easy to catch a softball with your bare hands. He's signaling to everyone he's all right. Yep, he is all right. That's good to see. Catching a softball with your bare hands, that's far from easy, especially when it's a hot fly ball down and twisting towards you. 2-2. Constant. She is the batter. Kate Murray rules it. Quite literally rules it. I would have been tempted to swing at that anyway just so I can go down to first. Good thing she didn't. But it is a full count. It's back to the top of the order with Gianna Dassenbrook. Sorry, folks, just going to fix something. Thank you. Reaches out, fouls one again. What is this? The 8th pitch of the at-bat? Sure seems like it. Seems like we're somewhere around that neighborhood. Kate Murray's ready. The pitch coming up. That's right to second. Good play, Riley. Throw down a first, 1 gone. Gianna Dassenbrook. She is the batter as we're back to the top of the order. 5th time they've reached the top of the order today. Kate Murray, as you see her in the bottom right corner of your screen. Dassenbrook has single in that 6th, came around, score. She's going to try bunt her way on base. She might get herself on base, and she does. So 2 straight singles now for Dassenbrook. As Gianna Roth is up with the other Gianna at first. Oh boy, He might bust it wide open. I'm a little afraid of that, folks. We'll have 2, 3, 4 due up in the bottom half of the 7th. Runners about going. Here's Elsa's throw down first. Do we get her? No. Think it is 0-1 as they're just trying to check on her. It is 0-1. Looks like she is going to step off as the umpire is going to dust off first base. 6-4, Brecksville. 7th inning here. Roth is up. Roth in a shallow loss. That sits down, and now it's Law. She burned us in the 6th with the game-tying bomb out to left. Kyle Law. My intentionally walk her. I want to blame Coach Brent if you do that. But she can really put it out of reach and put the final dagger in us. In the coffin. Ball 1. He might tuck us to bed. Law hit 1 home run today. Coach Grissom said he heard she's pretty good. And we won that firsthand. That's how Kate Murray's really scared for us to throw down third safe. Yeah, I'd walk her now. No question about it. Really surprised Coach Brent still wants Kate Murray to pitch to her. Brecksville is ready to burn us bad. Roland Weber on deck. 2 balls and no strikes. Here it comes. 3-0. Walking Kyle Law might have been the best situation out there, or most realistic situation now with the best case scenario. As a 3-0, and the walk's complete, not yet. Strike 1 just made in there. 3-1, there's 1 gone, 2 on. Good guys struggling. Kate Murray 1 run given up so far. And it might be more now with Rowan Weber up. When I saw Alyssa Murray was practicing in the bullpen, the left-hander not checking in yet. Bases loaded, nobody out. It's Dassenbrook at third, Roth at second, Law at first. 1 gone, infield in. Rowan Weber might have just put the dagger in us as that ball is gone. Are you kidding me? Grand slam. She helps out her own cause. Rowan Weber just ends this thing. And barring a miracle, this game is going to be a Brecksville win. 10-4. 8 of their runs coming in the last 2 innings. A similar situation to yesterday where we gave up 14-1. Scary part is I don't think Brecksville's done yet. And this game went from being manageable to being basically a fat way just staying her high note. Well, Kate Murray's staying out there, which was a little surprising. As Tuscaloosa's up, I mean, it's a blowout by now, unfortunately. Games like these are bound to happen. This has happened a little bit too much this season, unfortunately. Tough game. 10-4 Brecksville, courtesy of Weber's grand slam. This one's a high fly shot right. Arissa can't make the play. And she's thinking too, the throw is way off target. And the nightmare inning's still alive. 10-4 score here in Granger. Bridget Foley's up. Foley had a 2-run single back in the 6th. 10-4 game. Here it comes. Shown bunt. Launches for a strike. 0-1. So Katie Grimes gave up 5 so far in her game. Kate Murray 5 so far. It's all attributed to a 10-4 game for the Bees. 0-1 pitch. 1-1 runner holds it second. Again, Riley, Ellison, and Willie will lead off, but best they could do was make it 10-7 with that 1-2-3. You see, the beauty of baseball and softball is that there ain't no clock, but they're down 6 runs. Things obviously aren't going to be in your favor. Brecksville knows they probably have this game won, unfortunately. The third, good play, Kylie. Good throw, Kylie. 2 gone. Run does go down at third. So now it's Gabby Rowan to the dish. Gabby Rowan with 2 out at least, but still they've scored 8 runs in the last 2 innings. I think we were up 4-2. I thought we had this game for a second. That winds up being really bad, and perhaps 11-4 now as it's a base hit to Caitlin Carmody at left. So that's 9 runs in the last 2 innings. And everybody's contributing for those Bees now. Again, that would be that number 24, Lydia Smith. I think it might be. Bibbo's up. Cameron Bibbo. They have 6 runs in this, or 5 runs in this inning. 1 on. This is the 9th batter of the inning. And Alexis will mercifully end it with a ground out to short, flipping it down to Riley Ho. Well, another game that seems to be a lost cause by now. The good guys obviously feeling dejected. It's 11-4, as you can tell. Not a betting man, but if I were to bet, I bet we're not going to win this, unfortunately. Riley's going to lead off, followed by Elsa, followed by Lily. Been a long season, folks, but it happens. Best you can do is just regroup for the next game. Best you can do, folks, that's for sure. Coach Brent's got to be saddened by how things are going right now. He's still a good coach. I mean, what? We made to the district finals my junior year. I do remember that. Losing to, I believe, North Ridgeville, I think, in the district finals. That was a phenomenal game. We almost won that district. So it would have been our first district championship in school history in softball. But some things just weren't meant to be. That was a phenomenal team, too. Some of the most fun I've ever had as the play-by-play announcer here. Well, we're going to need a touchdown and a point after. Since we're overtime in high school football, I'd be like, okay, that can be done. This ain't high school football. This is high school softball. But still high school sports nonetheless. 1. Riley Hogue is trying to eat this elephant one bite at a time, folks. And here comes the one. O'Reilly fouls at 1-1. Not like we didn't have it today. We had it. I mean, 4-2, top half of the 6th inning. There was one out. And then Kiowa murders one out to left. The real killer was the Rowan Weber grand slam. She's standing tall in the circle. She's our player of the game today, unfortunately. And as a 2-1 coming up, is found way back. Not going to be caught. I mean, if that's not your player of the game, I don't know who is. Two balls, two strikes. Brecksville barking as a pitch coming up. Good high 3-2. Again, Elsa on deck. Elsa on deck. 11-4, B's on top. Here comes her payoff. She will watch for ball 4. Okay. Elsa is up. Still down by a good chunk. Whatever Elsa does, she cannot get out. She whiffs. She wanted to make it 11-6 on that. Instead, she finds herself down 0-1. Rowan Weber, who gave up 4 runs today, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. But otherwise, been fine. Now also is in an 0-2 hole. Well, 2-8 doesn't seem pretty good, and that's because it isn't. Once again, boys across will follow, time permitting. Ooh, good job by Elsa. She fights that one foul back. And they got nobody in the bullpen, but why would you when you're up by 7 in the 7th? I mean, you got such a commanding lead. There is that. Nothing to Elsa Reedy. Our dugout still trying to make noise as Elsa's going to rip one foul off the caging. So 2 big home runs. Kyle on that tied it. While playing short right there. And Weber helped out her own cause with a grand slam in the 7th to put this game out of reach. And that is a foul ball, unfortunately. That one, had it been fair, who knows what could have happened. So scampering back, Riley Hogue. Nothing until also really waiting. She will foul it. So it's a 6th pitch of the at-bat. She's working Rowan Weber. There is that. It's just that seems way too little, way too late by now. Shutting the door as if all the animals just left the barn. 1-2. Also trying to make this rough for Weber. 11-4. 7-run contest. Weber ready. 1-2. Foul tip in the net. That's 1. Willie Horton comes up. They just need a ground ball, and this game will certainly be over. A sharp ground ball, that is. Well, a game that we thought we could have won, and we had a good shot at winning today, may not be all we thought it was. 0-1. 5 more strikes. It's a tough game for the good guys. Here's the lacrosse game's going. Hear the loudspeakers right there. That one misses 1-1. Must be at about 7. We'll try to get as much of the lacrosse game as possible, if possible. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch, Willie Horton. Way high up in the air, first base side, and out of play. It's 1-2. Here's the national anthem over there. At the North Gateway Tire Field again, we're playing the Hudson Explorers. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 7th inning. Down 7. And we're down to the last out. Well, Kylie Martin, our last hope. Tough day for the good guys. Tough 2 innings, I ought to say. 9 runs given up, with 4 coming in the 6th, 5 coming in the 7th. And it just wound up being a disaster after it looked like it was going to be a tightly contested game. Heck, it was 6-4 heading into the 7th. I mean, had they scored 0 in the 7th, we're talking about the tying run being at the plate right now. But nope, that ain't the case. Oh my, hit off the umpire. Hope that dude's okay. He's resting. We down to our last strike. Well, let's hope that guy's all right. I don't want to see the umpires hurt, folks. And hopefully Coach Nate Howard over there will have the good guys to another to win out there. As the umpire still being talked with. Hope that guy's all right. Scary scene as that one was swung on and either missed or fouled off his chest. Well, he puts his mask back on. Looks like we'll be ready to resume for the final strike or a miraculous comeback. But knowing how things have been all season long, I wouldn't count on it. Now 2, Kylie Martin. This to tuck us to bed. Here's Rowan Weber, our player of the game today. Is going to end it with a fly ball out to shallow left center. That one drops, actually, base hit. So there is some life, perhaps. Michaela Euler is up. Michaela Euler is up. 2 on, 2 out. And once again, God, I think if we had 0 in that 7th inning, this is the winning run at the dish. No. Euler, way late. Ron Weber's just been mowing us down all day. There ain't no denying that, folks. There's a no ball, 1 strike pitch to Michaela, and we are gonna watch that one. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here we go. The pitch coming up. She will be hit, bases loaded. Kate Murray again up. She can do make it 11-8. Weber trying to get that 3rd out. It's not being easy as the last 2 base runners gone on base. It's Riley at 3rd, Kylie at 2nd, and Michaela at 1st. 2 gone. And it's the 3rd. The game is over with the throw down to 1st. We got beat 11-4 to the Brecksville-Broadview Heights Bees. Lacrosse is next. We'll be back.